keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a...
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets, go out the tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Hankins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Rainey. Open man here is Scott. Complete. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rainey returns it right back to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. McCaffrey running up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Montez Sweat with a tackle. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd and 9. Jackson got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the 20. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Smith. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Seibert's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd down now, Hankins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Rainey got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get down.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st down, Hankins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st down, Rainey And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up first and goal at the 1.
They'll run on first down. Hankins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From a yard out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead is now 14-10. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jackson on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Rainey. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. throwing on first down. Rainey. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 131 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Smith. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that is caught